الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear friends, welcome to Idea Foundation Forum. In the last lecture, we discussed divine connectivity of plants under the series of Qur'anic philosophy of unity in diversity. Today, we will discuss divine connectivity of animals. Divine connectivity of animals with reference to the table displayed on the screen. We explained how Allah's command and His divine order are permeated throughout all the components of the universe for their creation, regulation, and sustainability. As we saw, in case of plants, it is equally relevant to the animal life. The animal life as part of the universe is also ruled by the divine order, which may be explained as divine direction or divine consciousness. Our discussion today will focus on various aspects of the divine connectivity of animals with perspective of the Quranic revelations and scientific discoveries. So dear friends, unity of Allah's command and divine order is manifested in every component of the universe, including the animal life. Their life is sustained and regulated by the divine direction or divine consciousness. The wonderful life patterns of animals manifest great mastery of their creator and the sustainer as revealed in the Quran. A few verses are quoted here to explain the Quranic view on this point. Ayat 65 to 67 means 65, 66, 67 of Surah An-Nahl say, listen, and Allah has sent down rain from the sky and given life thereby to the earth after its lifelessness. Indeed, in that is a sign for a people who listen. And indeed, for you, in grazing livestock is a lesson. We give you drink from what is in their bellies between excretion, waste, excretion and blood, pure milk. Waste is on one side, excretion, and blood is on other side, and in between, you get the pure milk, palatable to drinks, palatable to drinkers, and from the fruits of the palm trees and grape vines, you take intoxicant and good provision. You have the choice. Indeed, in that is a sign for a people who reason, who use their mind. Ayat 79 of Surah An-Nahl says, do they not see the birds controlled in the atmosphere of the sky? Some force keeps them in control, keeps them up in the sky. None holds them up except Allah. Indeed, in that are signs for a people who believe. Ayat 3 and 4 of Surah Al-Jasiyah say, indeed, within the heavens and earth are signs for the believers, and in the creation of yourselves and what He has dispersed of moving creatures are signs for people who are certain in faith. Ayat 28 of Surah Fatir says, and among the people and moving creatures, means animals, and grazing livestock are of various colors, variety and various types. Only those fear Allah from among His servants who have knowledge. Indeed, Allah is exalted. Allah is exalted in might and forgiving. Some more verses of the Quran are displayed on the screen for further study in this area. Please note. So, dear friends, like the human beings like you and me, plants and other components of the universe, the animals are also conscious of their creator and the sustainer and ensure their complete allegiance to the divine direction as revealed in the Quran. Two verses are quoted here to explain the Quranic view on this point. Ayat 41 of Surah An-Nur says, do you not see that Allah is exalted by whosoever? Everyone is within the heavens and the earth, and by the birds with wings spread in flight. Each of them has known his means of prayer, and exalting Him, praising Him means Allah, and Allah is knowing of what they do. Ayat 18 of Surah Al-Hajj says, do you not see that to Allah prostrates whoever is in the heavens and whoever is on the earth, and the sun, the moon, the stars, the mountains, the trees, the moving creatures, and many of the people. Some more verses of the Quran are displayed on the screen for further study in this area. So, dear friends, the table mentioned earlier describes that the plant and animal life is sustained and regulated by divine direction or divine consciousness, netted with the divine order. To refresh your memory, this table is once more displayed on the screen. Please have a look on it. The Quran explains interconnectivity of the divine consciousness of animals with the divine order very precisely in its several verses. However, in view of time constraint, I will quote two of them here. Ayat 44 of Surah Al-Isra says, the seven heavens and the earth and everyone in them glorify Him, praise Him, admires Him, submit to Him. There is not a single thing that does not celebrate His praise, though you do not understand their praise, their words, their language. He is most forbearing, most forgiving. Ayat 41 of Surah An-Nur says, do you not see that Allah is exalted by whoever is within the heavens and the earth, and by the birds with wings spread in flight? Each of them has known his means of prayer and exalting Him, and Allah is knowing of what they do. But in some special cases, divine direction or consciousness is shared by every organism on this earth and in the heavens. But in some special cases, The animals have also been blessed with wahi. Wahi, in addition to the divine consciousness honored to every creature in the universe. Here we may quote the case of honeybees described in ayat 68 and 69 of Surah An-Nahl. Let me read their translation. And your Lord inspired to the bee, gave his wahi. In Arabic, وَأَوْهَا رَبَّكَ إِلَى النَّهْلِ. So, and your Lord inspired to the bee, take for yourself among the mountains, houses, and among the trees, and in that which they construct. They construct, men construct. Then eat from all the fruits and follow the way of your Lord laid down for you. Ways of your Lord laid down means Allah's divine direction, divine consciousness. There emerges from their bellies a drink varying in colors, in which there is healing for people. Indeed, in that is a sign for a people who give thought. Allahu Akbar. Dear friends, in the last lecture we discussed that the unified divine order sustains all the creatures in the universe while these creatures manifest, displays, show commonality of the matter they are made of. Science has witnessed that all organisms have been created from the matter predominantly comprising of hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, and nitrogen. Likewise, water is made of hydrogen and oxygen, which become basis of all living organisms, including plants and animals. 80 to 90% of plant and animal life depends on water. Likewise, human body contains about 65% of water. To meet this need, just imagine the blessing of God. To meet this need of plant, human being, and animals. To meet this need of life, 71% of the earth's surface comprises of water. Thus, it witnesses that all living organisms are made of a common source, mainly constituted by the said four elements. Now imagine these facts of living organisms, including animal life, have been discovered by science in the near past. While most of them have been revealed by the Quran about 1500 years ago, 15 centuries ago. There are several verses of the Quran which reveal the essentiality of water for the life of plants, animals, and humans, as we discussed in lecture 183. However, for more detailed study, their references are displayed on the screen. Dear friends, the Quran reveals that first male member of each and every living organism was created by the Creator's direct act of creation. Its female was detached from it, then its posterity started as a joint venture of the male and female partners through different forms of procreation specified by the divine order, suiting means appropriate, suiting to the respective organism. In this way, all the living organisms have been perpetuated by dividing their members into pairs into gender duality, male and female, which include the humans, animals, plants, and many more other things, known or unknown, as we discussed in detail in lecture 183. There are several verses of the Quran that explain this wonderful arrangement of the divine order. However, in view of time constraint, I will quote only two of them here. Ayat 11 of Surah Ash-Shura says, He has made for you from yourselves mates, and among the cattle mates. He multiplies you thereby with that process. Ayat 6 of Surah Az-Zumar says, He created you from one soul, then He made from it its mate, and He produced for you from the grazing livestock 8 mates. For detailed study on creation of life as a single soul, pairing as gender duality, and procreation for perpetuation of posterity, some Quranic references have been displayed on the screen. Please note. Dear friends, another amazing fact regarding lifestyle of the animals revealed by the Quran is that most of them live in human-like communities. Like the human beings, they also follow the principle of division of labor. This is a modern philosophy. Principle of division of labor, and each of the species construct their houses keeping in mind suitability and needs in view of climate, security, and comfort. Within specified limits, they also have been given freedom of choice for which they will be accountable for their conduct in this life on the day of judgment. The Quran has revealed these facts in Ayat 38 of Surah Al-An'am. I read its translation. And there is no creature on the earth or birds that flies with its wings, except that they are communities like you. We have not neglected in the register anything. Then unto their Lord they will be gathered. They will stand up before God for their accountability. So, dear friends, the fact we just discussed regarding creation of life as a single soul, pairing as gender duality, and its purpose besides perpetuation of posterity, and above all, the divinity behind creation and sustainability of all the organisms, including the animals, have been revealed in the Quran about 15 centuries ago. While science has started appreciating these facts recently on the basis of physical data, ignoring the divinity working behind the materiality of these facts. History witnesses that science failed in finding credible explanation to many of the wonders of nature, like the Big Bang, origin of life, etc. At such junctures, critical junctures, it preferred to depend on frivolous assumptions instead of appreciating the divinity working behind the materiality of these wonders because of inert prejudices, fixed prejudices based on its material mindset. I'm sure if an independent mind, fair mind, independent mind will analyze these facts revealed in the Quran centuries ago when it was humanly impossible to access such credible information with the little means available then, he or she will be convinced on the divinity of the source of the information, the Quran, and the truth it contains. So, dear friends, today we have discussed Quranic view on some aspects of the animal life. In the next lecture, we will explore how modern research, scientific research, has given its information on these aspects. Before concluding the discussion, I may share with you that Idea Foundation is launching another research work titled Prerequisites for Building a Modern, Scientific and Progressive Muslim Society and the Quran. We want to make you our valued partner in this noble enterprise. Please email at abdulkhalik54 2018 at gmail.com a list of as many prerequisites as you think appropriate to evolve a modern, scientific and progressive Muslim society today. We will try to find solutions to the proposed prerequisites from the Quran and share them with you in our lectures or by compiling a book with reference to your input. We hope your earliest response. Please also subscribe ideafoundation.com.pk YouTube web channel for our permanent partnership. It is lecture number 185 and its research code is IDEA2 or 18. Thank you friends for participation. Allah Hafiz.